Good morning. Welcome back. I'm fine, you? Yeah, how's trading going? Are you getting the concept now? Okay. All right. So welcome back. Yesterday I couldn't stream live because I had a problem with my lighting system. We had a low distance half currents, so I couldn't stream. All right. So welcome YouTube. It's been a while. So kindly type in one if you can hear me. Let me know whether if you can hear me. So you type anything. You can type one in the chat box. Let me know whether you can hear me. Are you guys not missing me? Yesterday you didn't see me around. Are you not missing me? Are you not missing me? So kindly type in one if you can hear me. Let me know whether you people can hear me. Okay, you can hear me loud and clear, right? Can you hear me loud and clear? Let me know. Your energy this morning is low. One person, it's only one person who is responding to anything that I'm saying. All right. Okay, so I knew the other time, those who joined the stream, I knew some people made money on the Euro USD pair. Okay, I think today I'm seeing new people. So where are you listening from? Can you type in where you are listening from? Where are you tuning in from? Kindly type in where you are tuning in from. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Are you guys all in Ghana, or where are you tuning in from? Which part of the world are you from? Kindly type it in the chat, but let me know where you are tuning from. Where are you tuning in from? Volta region, Ghana. Okay. Nungwa, Ghana. Alright. So you are all welcome to the live stream. So I'm seeing new people, I'm seeing different names today. So I hope you are going to enjoy the stream. So Kaswa, okay. Alright. From Ghana. Kaswa. So how many people made money on the Euro USD, the pair that I shared the other time? I stressed on. That's all. I knew some people, those OG people, those who have been attending the streams more often made money. Those who took the sell made money. So if you took that Euro USD, if you are here and you took that Euro USD we shared before leaving the stream, let me know. How many people took that sell? How many people took that Euro USD sell? And I just joined today. Okay, you just joined today. All right. So those who have been attending, I mean Daniel Oduma. I know you've been joining the stream for a while now. Did you take that trade? All right. So let's move straight to the chat. All right. So before you start everything, you need to first of all check the intraday fundamentals. What will be going on today? So you need to first of all check the intraday fundamentals. You have never traded before. All right. I'm hoping. So before we check, before we do anything that you do today, we have to first of all check the macroeconomic events. What will be happening today? Today is it's an important day because you are having you are going to have interest rates on the euro to be released today. You get it, monetary policy statements and main refinancing rates. So this is like it's interest rate on the euro, which is very important. So your first time joining. Okay, so those who are new over here, we've been meeting every morning. It was unfortunately yesterday something popped up, so we couldn't meet. We've been meeting every morning. You get it? So from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. GMT. So wherever you are in the world, you convert it to your local times and you'll be able to get an accurate time. So we've been meeting every morning from Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 8:30 to 9 a.m. GMT every morning on this channel. So you can just click on the bell icon, you put the channel on notification. Anything that will be said here or anytime that I'll go live, you will get access to. You will get notified, right? Anytime that I go live, you get notified. So take note of that. So today, what we are going to do today is what we are going to analyze the forex market together. So that's what we do every day. So in case maybe we get a trade opportunity or we get a trade, then we take it live together. But if there was no trade to, you'll be watching, you'll be answering questions, vibing, then what? We move on. But most of the time, what I do is what? We get trade ideas and what? I give trade ideas on what will be happening. And most of the times, those who pay attention to have been taking that, using that as an advantage, making some small monies. Those who have been making money on the stream. So I've been giving trade ideas. So I think last before yesterday, that was Tuesday, we gave an idea on Euro USD. I'm sure those who joined the stream took advantage of that. And AUD USD to the other time, I took it live over here. Some people too took it live, but it really took long before the trade reached short. It consolidated for some time before it got to the take profit. So those who took it made some small money over there. So I've been sharing very an insightful messages over here. So if you pay attention to anything that I've been saying, I think you need to be making money on the stream. You get it? Those who have been paying attention have really been making money on the stream, as you have also been doing. So one thing is what you have to know. One thing I have to know is what this game is very difficult game. Okay, it's not for jokes. It's very, before you can make money from the market, it's a difficult one. So you need to really pay attention to anything that's what I've been saying. You need to put it in work so that you get the experience. But if you come, you listen and you don't put it into work or practice it, it's going to be very difficult for you to understand or for you to be good at this thing. So you need to put in the work, okay, practice whatever to be said. So first of all, let's move to the intraday fundamentals. So as I said, around 12 p.m. GMT. So this is the economic calendar. This is what mostly we used to check whether there was going to be any high impact news. Or so 12:15 p.m. 12:15 p.m. So that's the afternoon time. We are going to be having interest rates on the euro, which is going to affect the other pairs. You get it? So you have to pay attention to them. And around 12:32, we have core PPI. So I think around 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. the New York stock, that's the New York Stock Exchange market, you are going to see some volatility in the market. Okay, you are going to see rapid movement in prices. So you have to, when it is time for those, unless maybe you are already in the trade. If you are not already in the trade, you have to make sure you are avoiding those times. So yesterday I was even thinking about why will I even waste my time on trading the news of catching like 10 pips, 15 pips. Whilst if it is about 10 pips, 15 pips, I could have even been getting in the market every day. You get it? I could have been getting it in the market every day. So it's not worth it. You get it? It's not worth it to be gambling your money, your life money on high impact. You don't know the direction of the market. So why do you have to? Those trading news is overhyped. Okay, it is overhyped. So if you are here and you are part of those things, the moment people will see CPI, then you are going to trade CPI. Like, bro, there's no like, nothing is inside this thing. Okay, trading the news or those things, because you are only going to get like 10 pips, 15 pips, and you are going to rush. Whilst at a normal day, you can analyze the market and get those pips that you are going to rush, you are going to gamble on it. So there's no need for those things. You get it? There's no need for gamble your money on what high impact. You don't know the direction, and you are going to experience slippage. You are going to experience slippage. You are going to experience slippage and other stuff. So experience slippage. So why do you have to waste your time on those things? So around 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock p.m. there's going to be high impact news, so you have to pay attention to that. So let's move straight to the charts and see what's going to happen. So you are first of all going to analyze the the euro dollar. Okay, I was seeing an opportunity, but I'm sure because of the interest rates, you are going to see a slow market today. Other than that, I'm seeing an opportunity on euro dollar. So what I do is I do top-down analysis. So when you talk about top-down analysis, it's about analyzing the market from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. You get it? Analyzing the market from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. So you first of all, you will start from the monthly time frame. Yeah, another day to profit from the market. So did you I remember the other time, were you part of the stream? Nimandred Azigo, the Euro USD pair, were you part? Did you join the stream the other time? Did you take that trade? So anyone who took the Euro USD the other time, let me know. So you analyze from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. That's what we are going to do. So first of all, what I do is what? We move from the monthly time frame, analyze from the monthly time frame to what? To the lower time frame. So the monthly time frame, the monthly time frame, you have what? So you are going to plot the support and resistances level. So that's what you are going to do. So on the monthly time frame, the market was in what? An uptrend. You get it? The market is in what? An uptrend. So let me chip in this thing. So we are having thousands ways of what? Making money from the market. You get it? We are having 1,000 ways to making money in the market. So one thing you have to do is what? If you have seen something that is working for you, stick to that. Okay? Stick to that, because if you are chasing the way people trade, you are going to really get confused on the market. So if you have gotten something that is working for you, stick to that and what? Refine it. You get it? Stick to that and refine it. Because most of the times people have been making mistakes on what? Changing strategies. Today they will use this strategy, the following day they will use this strategy. So if you have gotten something that is working for you, one thing you have to do is what? You stick to that and you work towards that. That's the best way to what? To go. You get it? That's the best way to go. So the monthly time frame. So if you are not having some strategy that you are already trading with it, one thing I would advise you to be doing is what? You need to get a mentor, because this game you need to get a mentor. That's the best way to go. Don't try to. If you are trying to do things yourself, you'll be doing things blindly. Or unless maybe you are going to study for long, okay, you are going to do things yourself, like as in maybe you'll be learning on YouTube for long. That one too is going to take you a long time before, because certain things it's going to be difficult for you to even figure it out. So you need to get a mentor. You need to like get someone who is going to what? You are going to trade like the way the person trades. That's the best way to go by this game. But if you try to do things yourself, it's going to really take you a long time. So on the monthly time frame, we have what? A resistance over here. Okay. There was a resistance over there at the monthly time frame. So we have and we have what? Support over here. These are the current. So in case maybe we are confused over here, this is how what I trade. So I think if you continue joining me on the live stream, you will get to understand the reason behind anything that I've been indicated or plotted it on the chart. So that's the only thing that I'll be doing on the monthly time frame. So when you move to the weekly time frame, so on the weekly time frame, I'm also going to plot out my support and resistances level. You get it? I'm going to plot out my support and resistance levels. So on the weekly time frame, currently the market is in what? An uptrend. So we have higher low, higher high. You get it? So before the market will pull back or retrace, we have what? A support level over here. We have a support level over here. So we need to what? Take it into consideration or pay attention to that. So you will indicate it so that anytime price will get to those level, you will know exactly which time frame what those level fell on. So we had what? A support level over here. You get it? So that's on the weekly time frame. That's on the weekly time frame. So that's on the weekly time frame. So I mostly or usually what I do is what? I use different I use different colors to represent those horizontal lines, so that when I get there, I will know exactly which time, or which time frame that support or resistance fell on. So I use different colors to be able to see it. So we had so we have a lot of consolidation. So anytime the market is coming, if the market is coming back, if the market is coming back, it is coming back to retrace on these levels. Okay, retrace on this level, retrace on this level. So these levels are a very reactional level. Okay, very sensational levels that anytime price is coming back, anytime price is coming back, it is coming back to react on these levels. So when you move to the daily time frame, on the daily time frame, we had a support level over here. Okay, so one thing is when I get to the daily time frame, mostly what I do is I indicate. I have to know where the market is going to. So anytime that you come to the market, the best thing you have to do is you have to know the direction of the market. You get it? Know the direction of the market. So the direction of the market is a downtrend on the daily time frame, because we had lower low, lower high, lower low. Okay, so it's a down. So after identifying the trend, that's what is going to guide you on the decision to take for the movement, or for the session. So after getting the direction of the market, it will help you to know, am I going to take a sell, or am I going to take a buy? That's what the direction of the market is going to help you. So as I said the other time, it's like trying to go to an unknown place. If you don't know the place, and you don't have any map that is going to guide you to get to that location, it's going to be very difficult for you to get to your exact location. So you have to first of all use a map. Okay, something that is going to help you get to that location. So the market structure, or getting to know the structure or the trend of the market, is what is going to help you to determine whether you are going to buy or sell. Because as I said, you have to move with the big players. The big players are those who move the exchange rate. Okay, so before you be able to know whether the exchange rate is going to appreciate in value or depreciate in value, you have to first of all move with the big players. So what are the big players doing? What are their intentions? Are they going to buy the market, or are they going to sell the market? So that's what after getting to know the market structure, that's what is going to help you. So when you move to the H4 time frame, so now you have it in mind that the daily is the daily is a downtrend. Okay, the daily is a downtrend. So we have a tradable zone over here. Tradable zone. So this is the point price. Anytime price gets to this level, this is the level that is going to reject it. So you have to pay attention to them. Okay, you have to pay attention to those levels. And so when price gets to this level, we are going to see reaction. So the reaction can be either retest and move back, or it's either going to retest here and move back, or breakout. That's what the reaction area does. So when you move to the H4 time frame, the H4 time frame is also a downtrend. You get it? The H4 time frame. So now you've gotten two time frames in the same direction, which is very important. So anytime two time frames are in the same direction, if you are following that trend, you are going to be the chances of getting a winning trade is very high. So we had lower low, lower high, lower low, has some consolidation, is lower high, it tends towards an uptrend, broke out. So now it's in a downtrend. So I'm seeing wave 3. So when I talk about wave 3, this earlier too. So anytime you see wave 3, we are going to see a massive move in a downtrend. So by before that, you check interest rate. So I'm expecting the market to be slow, especially on euros. to be slow before the interest rate will be released. You get it? So I'm expecting. So most of the time when there was high impacting, that's what it usually happens. We see a slow market. So we had what? There was a strong level over here. We have a support level over here. We have a support level over here. You get it? You have a support level over here. So this on what? H4 time frame. So I said anytime that you are buying or selling the market, you need to buy on what? Strong level or strong area of interest. So that's the what? The monthly time frame, the weekly time frame, or the daily time frame. Don't buy in the middle of what? A range. So in the middle of the range, if you see a pullback on what? The smaller time frames, then you taking advantage or taking what do you call it? A position on that. It's not going to help you. So you have to first of all make sure you are buying on those levels. So especially the daily time frame, the weekly time frame, the monthly time frame. Those levels are the best levels to be buying on. So currently, so you see, as price got to those levels, we are seeing some reaction. Okay, the market is reacting on those levels. The reaction can be what? Either breakout or retest. Okay, so by understanding market structure, adding it with support and resistances, because you don't have to be buying on support and resistances, and you don't have to be what? Taking a sell or taking a buy because of the market has got into a resistance, or take a sell because the market has got into a resistance. Most of the time when you do that, sometimes it will go in your favor, but other times too, the market will what? Stop you out. Because the one thing the market respects is what? The structure, okay, the trend, not support and resistance. Even though support and resistance is secondary, okay, it is secondary. So you have to first of all know the trend, know the direction of the market first. That's what the best way to go. So you see, as price go to this level, we are seeing some reaction, okay. But on the H4 time frames too, we are having a tradable zone to this level. This is a tradable zone to this level. You get it? Tradable zone to this level. So now we know the daily time frame is a downtrend, H4 is a downtrend. So one thing, or what we can do now, is what? To find an entry. Okay, so let's see the fundamentals for the days. So they are expecting what? They are expecting a rate cut. Okay, what they are forecasting is what? A rate cut, because previously it was 4.25, and currently what? They are expecting a rate cut of what? 3.65%. So when this is an interest rate data, so as they are expecting a rate cut, as they are expecting what? Lesser number as compared to what? The previous number, what does it mean to you? Or what impact does it have on the economy? So if they are expecting a rate cut, that means what? You are expecting weakness in the what? Euro. Okay, because interest rates, when they hike interest rates, investors are what? Investors are willing to what? To maybe convert, or they are willing to what? Change their investment to euros. People are willing to what? Have more euros on them, because what? They are going to gain. They are going to get the currency is going to appreciate in value. You get it? But here is the case what? They are trying to cut rates. So if they are trying to cut rate, that means what? You have to expect what? Weakness in the euro. You get it? We have to expect weakness in the euros, because no one will be interested in an economy where the interest rate is not encouraging. People won't be saving. People won't be what? Investing their money and other stuff in that economy. So if you are if this number, this is just a projection, or this is just a speculation, okay, this is not the actual data. The actual data is where you are going to see it over here. You get it? This is the actual data, but this is just a forecast number. So if this is true, then I'm expecting what? Now, if that is going to be true, then the fundamentals are what? Aligned with technicals. You get it? The fundamentals are aligned, because on technicals, what I'm expecting is what? I'm expecting a trend continuation to this side. So as fundamentals too, they are saying they are going to what? Expect what? A rate cut. So that means what? There's going to be weakness in the euro. So fundamentals are what? Now aligned with technicals. So let's see if we get an entry on euro USD, because I'm expecting us to take a sell on euro USD. Okay, but first of all, we have to you have to get an entry. That's the best thing, because we are having some rejection over here. We're having a rejection over here. So let's move to the 1 hour and see. So 1 hour trend is what? An uptrend. It is now trying to break through. So I've been saying this over and over again, that when you see the higher time frame support and resistance, don't use what? Lower time frame candles to confirm a break. So last time I explained how to determine a fake out. So that's what mostly it fake people out. If those time frames, especially the M30, the M15 break maybe weekly support or resistance, that is a fake. Most of the time it is a fake breakout, because those time frames are not stronger time frames to use. If you see a candle break on through those zones, I'm not going to use it for as what? A confirmation. Okay, I'm not going to. So this one, for instance, the 30 minutes has broken it. I'm not going to use this one to what? To determine the trend, to determine I'm not going to use it to determine a break. This can be fake breakout. You get it? So especially if you can see this one, you see the 30 minutes has broken it, and now you see what? It's broke into the zone again. Okay, so for you to determine a real breakout or a rate test, you need to use the higher time frame. So now what I'm expecting is what? I'm either expecting a support to be created, like what it did over here. You see, there was a support created, the market continued. So this is what I'm also expecting, or a breakout. Okay, because supposing for when you move to H1 time frame, there's no entry over there. H1 is not giving us an entry, because if you read the structure, it is what? An uptrend. So it needs to shift to what? A downtrend before what? We can take this sell. Okay, it needs, because currently this one what broke out. As it broke out, we saw what? A break of the what? Lower high. Okay, a break of the lower high. So now what are we expecting? If the trend has shifted to an uptrend, we're expecting a rate test, then a trend continuation. Okay, so now it has not shifted to a downtrend yet, so we can't take a sell. Okay, you can't take a sell even though it has broken through what? A support, but still the H1 trend is what? An uptrend. So you have to make sure the trend is what? In line with what? The higher time frame. So currently it's what? An uptrend. So I have to make sure it has shifted direction towards a downtrend. So if I move to the M32 is what? Also what? An uptrend. The moment this point got broken, it turns towards an uptrend. So first of all, I have to wait for a shift in structure before what? I'll take a decision. But if H1 is giving us H4 is giving us an entry, H4 is what? Currently a downtrend. You get it? So if I've gotten an entry on H4, there's no need for me to go to H1 or M30 or the lower time frame like M15 to make a decision. But because currently the trend is what? A downtrend. You get it? Currently the trend is a downtrend. So I have to, if I'm going to take a sell now, then I have to what? Make sure I'm getting an entry unless H4 gives me an entry. So if H4 is going to give me an entry, I have to wait for a support to be created. So I have to wait for a support to be created. So this is the support that I'm talking about. So something like this. Okay, this is the support. So if it's a support created, if a support is created, then what? I'm going to take the next breakout to this level. Okay, but for now there's no entry for me, even though the setup is all right, but for now there's no entry for me. So this week has really been difficult for me. This week, it's not like it has really been difficult for me. I've been getting entries, everything, but most of the time the market comes back to my break. So last time I was trying to hold the Euro USD and it came back to break even. Though as I slept, I was thinking maybe I'll wake up in a deep profit, but the market came to break even, stopped me out. You get it. So the market this week has really been. So yesterday, for instance, I I saw an entry on what GBP USD, but it wasn't in my entry plan. So it's really moved well. So what I'm expecting today is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting what a support to be created before, or either a breakout of this support level before I can make a decision now. But one thing you have to notice, what there was an upcoming news event, so I'm sure the market euro is going to range before the news is going to be released, because most of the times investors are really going to wait for the release before they make they take an action or they make a decision. So let's move to the pound dollar and see what's going to happen. So we are going to keep an eye on the euro dollar. Okay, we are going to keep an eye on the euro dollar because you would like to sell, because setup everything is pointing. The daily time frame is a downtrend, H4 is a downtrend, we have clean ranges. Okay, so we are expecting a sell on euro USD. That's what you have to do. Know the direction of the market. Where are the big players moving their orders? What positions are they taking? If you understand how to read the market, you know exactly where the market is going to move to. So don't be buying on support and resistances. It's not going to help you. Okay, so it's not going to help you. So first of all, you have to know the direction of the market. So now as you came, you realize that what the big players are rather going to sell. They are going to take sell positions. So we have to follow the big players. But now there's no entry over here, even though it has gotten to a support level over here, a support level retested continuation. But for now, no entry for now. Okay, so suppose maybe we had a support over here, we could have taken a sell to come down to this level. But for now, there's no entry now. There's no entry now. So let's see. Lending open is going to happen in the next 5 minutes. You are going to see lending open. So let's see, maybe there's going to be a position. We are going to get a position on that. But for now, today is going to be a 12 day because of the interest rate. Okay, so it's the same thing on the pound dollar too. So it's the same thing on the pound dollar. So let's do a breakdown on the pound dollar. So most of the time, the pound dollar and the euro dollar, they are having positive correlation, as in they mostly move together. The pound dollar and the euro dollar mostly move together. So doing the top down analysis on the monthly time frame. So when it's time for the lending session, we move. Let's do it fast for us to experience how the lending session is going to be, the volume that will be coming in. So we first of all do the top down analysis, analyzing from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. So when you move to the monthly time frame, we had a resistance level over here, we had a support level over here. So I took AUD USD, it moved in my favor. So later in the day, I was trying to hold it. Later in the day, it came to my break even. Euro USD, it moved in my favor. I waked up and the thing has come to my break even. So the market has really been tough this week for me. So the monthly time frame, these are the current support and resistances that we are. The current support and resistance. So let's move to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, it is an uptrend. So if the market is coming back, it is coming back to the next, looking left to the next resistance, to the next support level. So we have a support level over here. We have a support level over here. We have a resistance level over here. You get it? We have a resistance. So if the market is coming back, if the market is retracing, If the market is retracing, it is going to retrace on what? These levels. So the reason why I use the higher time frames, on the higher time frames, those support and resistances are really going to be sensitive for price to get respected. You get it? So that's why you have to always put yourself in the best position to win. So let's move to the daily time. When you move to the daily time frame, currently we have what? On the daily time frame, the daily time frame is what? A downtrend. Okay, the daily time frame is a downtrend. So we had lower low. The moment it broke here, it turned to what? A downtrend. Consolidated small over here, broke out, turned to an uptrend. Came back again, turned to what? A downtrend. Pulled back, what? Trend continuation. So now currently the market is a downtrend on the what? On the daily time frame. On the daily time frame. But when the market is pulling back, if price is pulling back, it is pulling back to this reactional level. So we indicate it on the chart. We had a resistance level over here on the daily time. So I use different colors for me to be able to see it well when I price get there. So on the H4 time frame, if the price is bouncing back, this is the reactional level. Price is going to respect this level. You get it? It is going to respect this level. So that's the H4 time frame. So currently H4 time frames 2 is what? H42 is what? A downtrend. You get it? So if price is coming back, it is coming back to respect this level. So you see, as price came down, you see some reactions. See some reactions over here. You get it? So you need to pay attention to those levels. So if price is coming back, it is coming back to reject those levels. You get it? So this is a consolidating area. So I'm not going to advise to be trading within this zone. The best zone is what? At this level. Okay, so yesterday the sell was around this level, but the entry setup, it wasn't in my trading plan, so I didn't take advantage of it. So this move, so I even learned something over here. You get it? This move was a sell. Yesterday it really moved well, so I was just watching how price was moving. You get it? So next time I'm going to take advantage of this sell. So let's move back and see what Euro USD, because that's where we are seeing potential sell. All right. So currently on Euro USD, are you going to take an impulse entry or price to what? Fill this point. So let me check the risk to reward. I might take a sell. I might impulsively. So I'm going to take a sell on Euro USD now. That's why I was saying the lending open. So if this is going to be an impulsive, so the stop loss is going to, let's say, 20 pips, targeting 34 pips. So I'm going to take a sell. If it breaks this one, you get it, I'm going to take a sell. The moment if it breaks this high, because lending open is about to happen, so I'm going to take a sell. If it breaks the high, what's the price? The entry price is going to be the entry price. So I'm going to take a sell. Oh Charlie, this thing has really been quick. So 20 pips. So when it breaks the high, you get it, this is an impulsive trade because we had a resistance over there. So the stop loss is going to be at the previous candle dip. Okay. So the thing is, when it breaks, it hasn't broken it yet. So when it breaks, so you can set your pending orders. When price break this one, if you want to take a sell with me, when price break this one, you get it. When it breaks this one, you need to have a breathing roof like 2 pips. Okay, so price break this one, then maybe you'll be in the position. This is an impulsive. So when you move to the H, yeah, so the breakout, okay, the breakout, then you take a sell. So I've set my pending on this. When it breaks out, I'll be in the trade. When it breaks out, I'll be in the trade. So I'm seeing a tradable zone to this level. Okay. So if you are entering, you need to make sure you are managing risks. When it gets to that side, it hasn't gotten there yet. So the moment it breaks out, I'm going to be in the position. So lending session. So let's hope you are going to see volume before the interest rates. Other than that, you are going to be trapped in the trade because of the interest rate. Because as I said earlier, sometimes if there was an interest rate, you are not going to see volume. So what the market is going to do is what? Consolidate. It will consolidate for some time before it will move there. You get it? It will consolidate for some time before the release of the interest rate. So one thing I'm hoping is what? If the market gets me in, if my order or my position get triggered, I'm hoping you are going to see volume. You get it? I'm hoping I will see volume in the market before the news will be released. Because when those news events, so the market will consolidate. So when it breaks the high, okay, because when you move to H1, H4 trend, H1 trend has shifted to a downtrend now. So when it breaks out, then you're expecting what? A continuation. Okay, you're expecting a continuation. So we are one thing too is what? You are in volume time. Lending opinion, you are in lending session, you are in volume time. So you're expecting what? Volume to come into the market. I'm expecting volume to come into the market. I'm expecting volume to come into the market. So the reason why it is this level is rejecting is because of what the support level over here, but it will be broken. Okay, but because when it breaks this one, it has broken the tip, it has broken the dip. So you have to expect what more volume. You have to expect more volume. Okay, so when it breaks, so my stop loss is going to be beneath the previous candle. So if it is pulling back, then I know because you have what a support level over here. So this is the point our decision or our this thing will be invalidated. Okay, this is the point our decision will be invalidated. So if price comes back and break the previous candle dip, but when it comes to interest rates, so the reason why I'm very cautious is when it comes to interest rate, you need to be very careful. Okay, because sometimes your position will be all right, everything will be all right, but the market will stop you at consolidate range for some time. When the interest rate gets released, then what, it will move in your direction. So you need to be very manage risks. If maybe we get a trade, you need to manage risks. Okay, make sure you are risking an amount of money that you will be comfortable losing. In case maybe your decision or the trade didn't go as planned, you will be comfortable because this is what a probability game. The game is a game of probability. But with experience, we use experience to trade this game. Because the whole of this week I've been expecting a sell. I took a sell the other time over here. Got some pips and what stopped me up. I saw this trade yesterday, but based on my past experience, I didn't want to enter it. So you see, I saw the trade around, it happened around 12 a.m. yesterday, around this side. I didn't bother myself to enter because I know during when it is when it's Asian session, we are going to experience a pullback, and around 5, was it the 1 o'clock candle or 1 o'clock a.m. candle pulled back? It's pulled back. So that's what it happened. So I didn't bother myself to even enter a sell. Okay, because I knew the market will pull back before the lending session. And truly, it's pulled back. It's pulled back. So you need to have experience. If you have experience, you are not going to bother yourself on certain things. So let me check the M30. So when it breaks, okay, when it starts breaking its low, maybe you get an entry. One thing is what it needs to move before the interest rate. It needs to move before the interest rate. Because when it comes to interest rates, it's one of the hot, impactful news events. So that's what I'm expecting. It needs to move before the interest rates. So they need to price it in, like we need to see major moves before the interest rate will be released in order for us to get to our TP. Because I don't want to be in a position where I'll be in a trade and there's going to be high impact news. I don't like that. Unless maybe I'm in massive or huge profit, then I'll be able to break even. In case maybe I want to be in that position, I'll break even. But when you check over here, you see clean zones to this level. See clean zones. So I'm not in yet. Okay, I want a breakout. I want a breakout before I'll be in. I'm not in yet. So if I'm in, you see, I'll put the risk to reward too. But for now, I'm not in. I'm not in yet. If I'm in, you see, I'll put the risk to reward too. So I'm waiting for a breakout. Okay, I'm waiting for the breakout before. But currently, I'm not in the trade. So if the market breaks the previous dip, then I'll be in the trade. So when you move, so the H1 will be when the H1 flip moving down. Okay. So when the M32 starts flipping, that's when I'm going to be in the trade. I'm not in the trade yet. I'm not in the trade yet. So we have more time to the news to be released. We need to see volume. Okay, the news will be around 12 p.m. So which is during the New York session. So I have to see. We need to see volume. You need to see some spikes before the session will get to that side. This thing, before you start experiencing slow market movement. So you're expecting a breakout. Okay, you're expecting a breakout before. I don't want us to experience a ranging market before the news will be released. So if you have questions, let me listen to you people. So as we are waiting, if you have a question too, you can drop it in the chat box. Those in the Zoom session too, if you have a questions, you can. Yo, Brainy, how are you? So if you're on YouTube, you can ask your questions if you have a question. So that would be, yes, Yeah. So we have particular time, a specific time. So 7 a.m. is lending session time. That's when the lending session is open. Yeah, 7 a.m. is when the lending session is open, and 12 p.m. is when the New York session is open. And you have New York stock session too. That's around 1 a.m. to 1:30. 1:30. And then it will move to the Asian session. So it's a specific time. Yeah, it's a specific time. So TradingView or your platforms are not going to tell you, but you have to, based on. So during that time, you are going to see big candles when the lending session is open. You start seeing big candles. So the prices start flipping. Okay, so if it flips, if it breaks the high, so it has broken the high, but I'm not in yet. If I'm in, I'll pull out the risk to reward tool. So if you are entering, you have to make sure you are managing risks. You get it? You need to manage risks because this is a probability game. So it has flipped. Not in yet. Not in yet. So I gave out a breathing room. You get it? I gave out a breathing room, like 2 pips for price to. So I'm entering based on the H4. You get it? But we have a support over here. But this is a breakout. This is an impulsive entry. This is an impulsive entry. So when I get triggered, I'll pull out the risk to reward tool. Okay, I'll pull out the risk to reward tool for. You need to get volume before the interest rates. You need to get volume before the interest rate. So that's 32 pips range. Okay, in. Not in yet. So it has broken. So we need to see a massive break. Okay, we need to see a break. Currently consolidating. Not in yet. So either not in yet. Yeah, the H1 structure level. So the stop loss is going to be around this level. So this is the point when price is pulling back, it is going to get invalidated. So this is going to be the stop loss level. Yeah, but it's going to be the day, what do you call it, H4 tip. Yeah, the tip of the H4 candle stop loss. But I'm not in yet, so my position has been triggered yet. But in case maybe I get triggered, in case maybe the market trigger me, this is the point my stop loss is going to be. So I want it to flip. If it flips, then maybe. Oh, yeah. How did the trade the other time? Were you stopped out? The market stopped you out, right? Is it at what price? Is it the same currency pair? At what price? Which level did you hit? Is it the closure of this one? The H4 candle. Okay, 1.101121.1011. Let's see. But I need to be very careful, especially if you don't get trade before 1:30 to 1 o'clock to 2 p.m. You need to be very careful. Around 3 p.m., you need to be very careful entering positions at around that time, because volume dies during that time. Yeah, I saw this. I saw the closure. I saw the closure of this one. I saw the distance. The closure of this one, but this entry, the kind of entry wasn't in my trading plan, so that's why I did it. But I think the GBP USD really did well on the downside. So I learned something, and I did some back testing. I realized most of the times, because of how it's wick, because of the wick, that's why. But the GBP USD really did well on that. It moved very. So I think I got some idea on how I'll be entering it next time when it happens. So sometimes you need to stay back. If it is not in your plan, you need to stay back and observe how it is going to be. So you study it for 1 or 2, 3 times when it happens, and the other time you take it in your demo account, and when it happens, when it continue repeating itself, then you start executing it in live account. That's how we test something. That's how we test the market. So we are waiting for the breakouts. Still not broken out yet. If you don't get triggered before 9 o'clock, I'll close my position, because from 9 a.m. we might experience a slow market movement, especially because of the upcoming news event. So before 9 a.m., if my order hasn't been triggered. If my order hasn't been triggered, maybe I will close my position. I'll close the pendings. So currently I've set pending on this. So in case if I get triggered, fine. But if the market refuses to trigger me in, then I'll close the position before that time. But the interest rate too is in our favor. They are expecting weakness in the euros. So maybe you are going to see a sell. If not the interest rates, if not the high impact news, I would have entered very hot. I would have even left the pendings. If suppose maybe today is like maybe yesterday, or maybe on Tuesday, I would have left the position running. Like I wouldn't have even be monitoring it, because the moment it breaks, I'm expecting what a massive downward move. So now it looks like it has broken the dip, it has broken the tip. Okay, but anytime you are setting pending orders, you have to leave some breathing room, because sometimes you have something called fake out. It can come and hit you up and go up. So you need to give an intervals or a breathing room for the market to breathe before it will get to that level. So it is bouncing back. Let's see whether it's going to flip. So the reason why it is bouncing back is because of the support over here. Okay, so that's why I said initially that we are trying to take an impulsive move. It's an impulsive decision because of what? The clean traffic to your left, because of the clean market structure to your left. So that's why I was saying it's an impulsive move. Okay. Because at normal circumstances, at normal destiny, you need to allow the market to break the support before you enter. So it is pulling back again. So that's why I left some breathing room. Okay, I gave us some breathing room for the market to breathe. So I'm sure maybe it's just doing a pullback. Okay, it's just doing a pullback. So just come here, retest and bounce back. Just a pullback. So gold has been ranging for all this while. It looks like the pound dollar. Has shifted. It has changed direction. The pound dollar has changed direction. pullback. So let's monitor it around the H1 time frame and see. So we are waiting for a flip. Okay, we are waiting for it to flip down. So I said when the new H4 candle close, when this H4 candle closed and the new H4 candle formed, I have to get a trade. This trade needs to form before that time. Other than that, I'm not entering. Okay, because after the lending session, most of the time the volume start dying around. You start seeing slow movements around 9 a.m. 9 a.m. you mostly see volume. So, but when it's 9:30, 10 a.m. GMT, you start seeing slow movements in price. So I'm thinking maybe from that time, if I don't get trade before that time, I'm not going to enter, because from 9 to 12 the intervals is not that far. Like it's not going to take a long time for the news to be released, so I'm not going to enter. So I have to get it. This trade needs to happen before 9 a.m. GMT. Okay, it needs to happen before 9 a.m. before I'll enter. Other than that, I'm not entering. So I'm waiting for the break. It needs to flip, especially. Let me check the M30 time frame. Yeah, so when the M30 starts breaking, when it starts breaking this high, when it starts breaking the lows, okay, when it starts pulling back, so you see how the structure is. So it has broken out, made a rate test. What are you expecting? Trend continuation. So I'm seeing I'm expecting a massive move on this downside, okay, because on the H1 time frame, on the H4 time frame, as it broke, shifted structure, this one shifted structure, pullback. What are you expecting? Wave 3 usually moves very hot. It usually moves very huge. Okay, the movement on wave 3 is very huge, so I'm expecting a massive move. So this one, for instance, you see, as it broke out, rate tested, you see the massive move. That's the wave 3. This is where structure shifted, the pullback, the continuation. So that's what mostly the wave 3. With wave 3, you see, so this one, for instance, pullback, this is where structure shifted, the pullback, you see how it moved very massively. So that's what happened with wave 3. So with wave 3, so it's the same thing that is happening over here. So I'm expecting a massive downward move. So if you have not given a like to the stream, kindly give a like to the stream. Kindly like the stream, give a like, click on the thumbs up. Click on the thumbs up. As you are waiting for the trade to ride, kindly do the due diligence. So when structure change, when it shifts up, Okay, when it shifts up, then you take the sell. So you need to wait for confirmation. You need to wait for the confirmation. So as I said earlier, when we came to the stream, I said since we are going to have an high impact news, this is what possible to happen. It's possible to happen when high impact news is about to be released. You experience what low volume in the market. You experience low volume in the market. So when I get triggered, I'm going to ride it to this level. Okay, I'm going to ride it to this level. That's where I'm expecting it to. So it is pulling back. It is pulling back. Because one thing is what? I don't see the reason it shouldn't move down unless maybe the news event says something else. Because when you move to the daily time frame, the daily time frame is what? Even the daily time frame candle structure. See the candle structure. It broke the tip of the previous candle. It has broken the dip of the previous candle. So candle structure is what? A downtrend. And when it talks about the pattern structure too, the pattern structure too is what? A downtrend. You get it? It's a downtrend. So when you move to H4 time frame, so when two time frames are in the same direction, especially the daily time frame, please, a minute. So as I'm saying, I'm not seeing it should move down. Okay, it should move down because all the odds are in our favor. All the odds are in our favor, so it should move down. It should move down. So we are in volume time. In volume time too, we are expecting a massive movement in price. So if it's 8 o'clock, mostly around 7 and 8 a.m. GMT, you need to see major moves in the market. We need to see major moves in the market. So when the 30-minute candle breaks, okay. So now you're going to wait for the 30-minute candle to break and close beneath this one. When it breaks and close beneath this one, then we'll go in for a sell. That's what you are expecting. That's what you are expecting. So I think the market usually changes. So those times I used to be getting trades during the lending session, but now it has all shifted to the New York session. So now most of the times the trades that I've been getting happens around the New York session. It has shifted. The market has shifted. The market happens. So around 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock a.m. to most of the times too, you see volume during that time. So I'm expecting to see volume during that time too. So it is now pulling back. So let's wait and see how this candle will close. Let's wait and see how this candle will close. So the 15-minute candle has created a support. But this is not a time frame to rely on. So when it's left with 30 minutes for the M30 candle to close. So when the M30 candle closes beneath this one, then maybe we can go in for the sell. But for now, there's no entry yet. So we need to be very super cautious about the trade we are going to take today, because as I said, we have high impact news about to happen. The high impact news that is about to hit the market. So it is moving moving down. Let's wait for the when it breaks and close. You get it? When it breaks and close beneath this one, so I think it will align with what. Let's wait for the M30 candle to close. So it's left with 12 minutes for it to close. When it closes, it's going to align with the closure of the H1. So it will determine whether the market is going to move down. So the whole of this week, I've been expecting this. Let me check out the pound dollar. Yeah, so the pound dollar flipping CH4. So it is moving down. So we are waiting for the closure of the M30 candle, which is going to align with what? So it is flipping. So it is flipping. So let's wait for the closure. It will close in the next 10 minutes. So the closure of the 30-minute candle is going to determine. You get it? So it will confirm. It will confirm the support. If it closed beneath this one, then we have gotten a time frame or a candle that has broken beneath that support. So let's wait for the closure of the 30-minute candle. Because we had what? We are having support. Okay, so this zone is a strong zone. Tested on it 3 times. It retested on this one, it retested on this one, retested on this one. So the chances of price getting here and bouncing back is very high. So strong zone. Let's check out H time frame and see. So H1 time frame 2, we had what? We had support. So the flip. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. So it's trying to consolidate because of what? The high impact news. It's trying to consolidate, but I'm expecting volume in what? The 8 o'clock candle. Most of the times we see volume during that time too, from experience. So let's see the 8 o'clock AM. We're going to see volume during that time. let's see. So it is flipping. So in the next 7 minutes, this candle will close. So let's see where it will close to. Okay, so it's better we confirm it with what? The M30 candle. So let's wait for the closure of the M30 candle, which what will close in the next 30 minutes. In the next 30 minutes, it is going to close. So if it's closed beneath this one, that means what? The H1 will close beneath this one. But it's struggling to break out. It is really struggling to break out. So you need to see volume in the next 1 hour candle. You need to see volume. We need to see volume. So Forex is all about waiting. You need to wait. If you are not patient to wait, so that's why most people usually they feel like they have to take trade even when things have not aligned. So you need to make sure things have really aligned before you be in a trade. You don't have to be impulsive. Hello. Yeah. New one. Yeah. New one. Okay. Hello. Who age man? No. Okay, mate. Let's wait me. Okay. I would have met this time. I say, clan. Okay. So YouTube, today you guys are silent. I'm not hearing from you. So we are waiting for the closure. So in the next 4 minutes, the 30-minute candle will close. That will determine the decision to make. So the flip of the H1 candle will determine the decision to make. The decision to make. So it is really slow. It is really slow. Volume. All the volume has been shifted to what? All the volume has been shifted to that time. It needs to. So it is shifting. Price is shifting. Okay, I like the way it is moving. I really like the way it is moving. So it's left with 2 minutes for it to close. So the closure. So you see H12 is trying to flip. Okay. I think I like the way it is moving. All right, we are seeing volume. So let's wait for the closure of the 30-minute candle. That will be the closure of the H1 candle. So I was thinking, I'm expecting. Okay, I like the way it is moving. So it will close in the next. So we still can take the flip. Okay, we still can take the flip. Okay, so it is pulling back. So when it flips, we can take the sell. When it flips, we can take the sell. So the 8 o'clock candle has opened. So I'm expecting volume. Okay, so it is flipping. Okay. Yeah, so it's flipping. So you can take the sell. Still not in yet. Still not triggered. So if you still not in yet, it hasn't been triggered. The moment I get triggered, still not triggered. Still not triggered. When I get triggered, I'll pull out the risk to reward tool. Then you know where we are going to target. So it's kind of slow. The market is kind of slow. This one, I'm expecting a major move. Kind of slow. It's kind of slow. It's kind of slow this morning. So fundamentals are aligned with the technicals. So they are expecting what weakness in the euros. Okay, and the euro USD we are expecting a sell. But it seems like the market is currently making slow dives. Slow dive. I'm sure when we get triggered, the interest rates will track us. Because the way it is moving, you are going to be trapped by the interest rates. So the M30 market structure is looking good. So I'm just watching. I'm just waiting for the breakout. I want to see a massive breakout. Okay, then my entry will be triggered. But as it stands now, I'm still not in the trade. So because of spread, most of the times when you get the entry level, you need to give a breathing room. You don't have to set your entry like where you are going to enter the market at a tight level. You need to give it a breathing room, because sometimes for you to avoid fake outs, you need to give it a breathing room in order for you to for the market to breathe before you're in case maybe it's just doing some manipulation or just fake out, you are not going to be trapped. So most of the times what I do is maybe if I want to enter the market around this level, I'll give it a space like 2 pips. Okay, then I'll enter. So in case maybe it is just a manipulation, I will not be trapped by that manipulation. So that's what usually I do. So anytime if I get triggered, I will let you people know that I'm in the trade. But for now, I'm not in the trade yet. I gave it a 2 pips breathing room. You get it? I gave it 2 pip breathing room for the market to breathe before I will be triggered. So that's what I'm waiting for. But the M30 is pulling back. Because the M30 structure is looking good. The M30 structure is looking good. So the 9 o'clock candle will close in the next 52 minutes. So it is pulling back. It is making a pullback. So anytime if you get an entry price, always make sure you give an intervals like 1.5 or 2 pips. Okay, an intervals of 1.5 or 2 pips, so that you will not be trapped by manipulation of the market, or maybe just this thing. So that the moment it gets to that level, even though some people like to always place a tight listing, so that anytime, maybe in case maybe the market is just doing some manipulation or something, you will not be trapped by that. So it's always advisable to be doing that. Okay, so maybe if you want to enter the market over here, you give it like 1 pip or 2 pips, because of spread. Sometimes spread will even, if the especially if you are using standard account, if the market hasn't gotten to your target, because of spread will even like take you into the trade. Spread will trigger you into the trade, and what, maybe the price hasn't yet arrived, by because of spread you'll be in a trade and you find yourself wanting. So you have to always make sure you are taking that advice, as in you give that breathing room like 2 pips or 1.5 to 1 pips. So in case maybe the market is doing manipulation, you will not be trapped. You get it? You will not be trapped. So it's always advisable to be doing that. Hello? Morning. Okay. All right. So you need to give it a breathing room. Okay, always give the market a breathing room. Breathe, for the market to breathe. So we are still waiting. Okay, even though that it has broken the tip of the previous candle, it has broken the dip. Yeah, it has broken the dip. Okay, so the chances of it moving down is still high, but we are going to see some slow moves before it will get there. So the market doesn't move straight line. Okay, there's no way you are. So if you are afraid of pullback, in case maybe the market is correcting, you need to get used to that. Okay, because the market is always going to pull back, do some pullback before you get to your take profit. So it's like normal life. Okay, you are not going to get a smooth life from your birth to your what, to the time you go to your grave. So the same thing in the market. If you enter the market, sometimes you go into a deep drawdown, but you need to know where price is going to get invalidated. So the reason why some people get like scared when price is pulling back, because they don't know where exactly price is going to get invalidated. So you need to know the invalidation levels, the invalidation point. So in case maybe price get to those level, you will know, or maybe you are wrong at this time. Okay, so invalidation levels are very important. You need to know the invalidation levels, so that anytime price will get there, you understand you are what, wrong. You get it? You understand you are wrong. So need to understand the invalidation levels, because price is always going to pull back. Okay, you are not going to get smooth ride when price, like the moment you get triggered, price is going to, sometimes you'll be in deep drawdown, sometimes too you are going to experience zero drawdown. That's the nature of the market. You need to get used to that. Okay, so don't get scared price is pulling back. Know exactly where price is going to get. So some people, because of that, some people usually get scared and they will close the trade. What do you call it, prematurely. Okay, they will close the trade as it has not even gotten to that invalidation level. So you need to always make sure what price has gotten to the level that is going to get invalidated before you allow the stop loss, let the market stop you out if it hasn't gotten to your level. So you have to know exactly. So that's why we have trade management. When you enter a trade, we manage the trade. Okay, or maybe when price gets to this side, I'm going to get stopped out, or I'm going to, the price structure is going to get invalidated. If it's an uptrend, structure is going to get invalidated, so I don't have to be in the trade and other. So you need to understand all these things. Okay, You need to understand all these things. So I think at this point, price is really going to consolidate before the interest rate. So we've all seen the interest rate, which is about to happen around 12:15. So I'm not surprised you are seeing ranges. So the whole of this morning, you see the range. So price before the interest rate, you see price have been in the same area. Okay, so pullback before. So the interest rate is really going to move it down. Okay, the interest rate, I'm expecting what the euros to move down by the interest rate. Okay, the interest rate is really going to, but when it happens, the reason why I'm very scared about when it comes to news is what sometimes you are really sure the market is going to move down, but you are going to see what moves like this. The market will move. If it is going against you, then it will start moving in your favor. You get it? It will start moving in your favor. That's why I always avoid news events. Sometimes you might be lucky and price will go in your favor. You get it? Sometimes you might be lucky, but most of the times you are going to experience slippage. You get it? You are going to experience slippage. Wider what? You are going to be stopped out because of what? Widespread. Okay, because when the market is volatile, when we have volatility in the market, rapid movement in price, we most of the time experience widespread. Okay, so if your stop loss is not at a right position, your account is going to be blown. So if you know your account is very important to you, don't try and play with news events. If you know your account is very important, don't play or don't try to gamble it with news event. You get it? Don't gamble it with news event. So I'm expecting a downward move, but because of the news. So as I've already said before, if this entry never get triggered before the new H4 candle, what I'll be doing 9, 10, 11, 12. So you'll be having 3 hours. I'll just close the position and observe what will be happening. So the new H4 candle, if the new H4 candle to close like this, that means support has been created. So you see this one, you see how this one has formed. The market pulled back, like break structure, shift structure, did a retest. A support was created. It's the same thing that happened over here. The market broke out, pulled back, created a support. What did you expect? Trend continuation. It's the same thing over here. The market broke out, created a support. What did you expect? Trend continuation. What of this one too? The market broke out, made test, created a support, trend continuation. So if the H4 candle close like this, okay, so if the H4 candle close like this, I'm expecting a downward move. Okay, I'm expecting a downward move because all the odds are in our favor. But the only thing that is making me the only thing that is the problem is the fundamentals, the major news event that is about to hit the market. That's the problem now. But if the H4 candle creates, I will even like it if it creates a support. Okay, that would be a nice entry. That would be a nice entry. So in the next by 8:30 I have to leave the stream. Okay, I'm exhausted. I've been here for 2 hours. So if the H4 candle creates a support, it will even be a nice entry. Okay, it will even be a nice entry. So if the 9 o'clock candle creates a support like this, so if it forms a bearish candle, then you are expecting what? You'll be expecting the next H4 candle to what? Move down like this. Okay, that's what you'll be expecting. So I'll even allow for the H4 candle to create a support, create a bearish candle. I would love to see that. So this is Euro USD. Okay, so if you are new to the stream, this is Euro USD. This is Euro USD. So if in case maybe I'm leaving the stream, I'll give you the entry price and the stop loss price. Okay, so in case maybe I'm not on the stream, you can even execute and manage it according to the stop loss and the entry prices I'll be giving to you. You get it? So before I will leave you, I'll give you the entry price and what the stop loss price. Then you manage it accordingly in your own closet. So that's why it's important to join the private group. If you join the private group, you are going to manage it together. So if I've not joined it yet, you need to what? Join the mentorship group. You get a group of people that what they are doing the same thing. So sometimes you can even, that's why it's important to have a community. Anything that you are trying to do, you need to get a community. You get it? You need to get a community of same like-minded people. So in case maybe you are depressed, you are discouraged, you can even chat someone up that this is what you are going through. Maybe you are losing trades. You can contact me. Oh, say please, I'm losing trades and I think I'm depressed. I will guide you because I've been in your position before. I'll guide you on what to do. Maybe there's something that you are not doing right. You get it? So if you are passionate about something, try to join a community of people that they are having the same like-minded, like they are having the same thinking, or they're having the same mind. So that in case maybe you are facing challenge or problem, you can easily run to them. That's the most important thing. So it is trying to break. So it looks like this zone is a strong zone. So I would love to see the H4 candle to close. The closure of the H4 candle will be a very nice thing. The closure of the H4 candle, because the same pattern that has been happening is the same pattern that has been happening. I think now Euro USD has even been giving me an opportunity that my mother pair, which is GBP USD. One thing I've seen about GBP USD is what, even though you get everything right, but yeah, it said, like, one thing about GBP USD really moves fast. Yesterday, as I was observing this move, if it happens again, I will take it. This kind of setup, I just watch it moving yesterday around this thing because of how the wick formed. But when it happens again, I'm not going to spare it. So sometimes if you are seeing a potential to add it in your playbook, so something like out, because when you look left, you have what clean zones to the left. But because of the wick, that's why I didn't take it. Because of the wick. When it happens again, I'll take it. So Euro USD, one thing about Euro USD, it moves very slow, but the pound dollar moves very fast. So sometimes you miss trace, okay, you miss trace, but the Euro dollar will give it to you. So it's the same pattern that formed here, but you see how it formed, like how this one moved. It was kind of consolidating, but the pound dollar really moves very fast. You see, even though it was the same pattern, you see the pattern, it gave out a long wick. But if you check euro dollar, the same this thing candle, but you see how fast it moved. It moved very fast. So that's how it works. So the euro dollar will really what gives you the entry, but the pound dollar sometimes will leave you behind. Said if you are slow, I'm leaving you behind, man. Then it will go. But the dollar is like a woman. The euro dollar is like a woman. It's very patient. Gives you the opportunity. So it is bouncing back, not yet in. You get it? Not yet. So as I said, as we came to the stream, I told you about this thing that because of the interest rates, this thing is what's supposed to happen. Okay, this thing is supposed to happen. We need to experience. So let's wait for the 30-minute candle to close. Then I'll tell you what to do in case maybe, because you see, I've really tried for you people. I was trying to get an entry, but yes, the entry wasn't coming. So YouTube, I'm very sorry. So before I will leave the stream, I will give you what you need to expect. I'll give you what you need to expect. Then in case maybe outside the stream you can take it, but you need to be very cautious of what. So if you don't know of the news event, if you don't know the timing, it is what the website for the news event is what forexfactory.com. So anytime you come to the chat, you need to first of all be checking those things. You need to check those things. It is very, very important. So around 12:30, today is Thursday, you are going to see what this major, you're going to see some spike in the market, rapid movement in price. So you see, as we left the 2 pips, it really saved our account. You would have been in drawdown by now. So I said if you leave 2 pips, give a breathing room like 2 pips, you get it. Then it's supposed to happen because of the news. People are, if there was no volume in the market, that's what happens in the market. You see ranging ups and down, whipsaw. The market will stop you out, then later it will move in your favor. So that's how it usually works. So it's normal. I was expecting this thing. So all these moves is what just fake out move. So I think at this point, so this is what you have to expect. Okay, so those on YouTube, if outside the stream, because I was waiting for the 30 minutes for the H4 to close to be really tired. So tomorrow too, we will meet at the same time. Okay, you meet at the same time. And so if this is what you are going to expect, so it is now flipping bearish. So initially, this is where I was saying our stop loss is going to be. This is where I was saying our stop loss would have been in case maybe we got triggered in the trade. So this is what we are going to expect. We are going to expect, we need to see, if you see a bearish candle like this, I don't know how this one will close. I would have given you a nice scenario on what to look for. This H4 time frame, you get it? I don't know how the H4 candle is going to close since it has flipped bullish again. I don't know how it is going to close. I really don't know how it is going to close. So this is what you have to expect. In case, so if it flips bearish, you get it. If it flips bearish, and the next candle breaks this high. Okay, so this one is going to be the support over here. When it breaks, in case this one flips bearish, if it breaks the support over here, then you can take a sell. But it needs to be what? So I'm sure maybe around 1 o'clock you will get an entry. But the interest rate will spoil everything, because you are going to see a major move. You are going to see a big candle, and at the same time you have PPI and unemployment claim. So if you don't get trade before that, everything will get spoiled. So this is what you have to expect. Okay, I'm expecting a sell. I'm still expecting a sell because structure hasn't been validated yet. So I'm still the trend. The daily is a downtrend. H4 is a downtrend. So I'm seeing this buy, the bullish candle that you are seeing currently. I'm just seeing it as just a pullback or correction. It's just retracing. Okay, the pullback that I'm seeing over here is just a retracement. But I wanted to see how the H4 candle will close. I wanted to see how. Let me wait for the Let's wait for how the H4 candle will close. Then I will tell you what to do. So it's left with 30 minutes for the H4 candle. So let's see how the H4 candle is going to close. So what I'm saying is this move that you are seeing, if it is moving according to structure, then it is just a fake out. Okay, it's just a fake out, or just a correction. It's just a correction. So all these things you need to know. You need to know if you have zero experience in the market, you are going to be doing these mistakes yourself, and it is going to cost you money. So that's why I'm saying you need to, anytime if you're about to enter the market, you need to give a breathing room. You need to allow the market to breathe before So imagine if maybe I placed my entry at this level, I would have been in the trade by now. You need to be super patient. So who is outside Ghana? Yeah, those on YouTube, who is outside Ghana? Who is outside Ghana? If you're outside Ghana, type in your country. So this is just I'm just seeing this one as just a correction. It's just correcting. I want to see how the H4 candle is going to close. Then I will give what you people should expect when we are outside the stream. You see, this is what's a very tough decision to make because that's blocking the tape, that's blocking the dip. Okay. So this is just a tough decision to make. So you have to make sure the H4 candle are settled down. Then you know the decision to take. Okay. Then you know the decision to take. I think I'm really tired. So it is trying to flip bearish. It is trying to flip bearish, exactly as I was explaining. So exactly as I was explaining, this is what just a faker. This is just a correction because there was no volume. Buyers are trying to be in control. Sellers too are trying to be in control of the market. So that's why we are seeing something of that sort. Hello? Yeah. I think I start typing. No, we do. Na type by old type ni bi no. So I don't know. Okay, so I think my time is up. So this is what you have to be expecting. You are expecting. So I think it will be better for us to. Okay, so I think I have to attend to something. So tomorrow by this time we meet. Okay, tomorrow by this time. So we have to all keep an eye on how the interest rate is going to be. The data release will determine how it's going to be. But I'm expecting what the euro dollar to what sell. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting it to sell. But since it is not playing out yet, I was expecting a sell, but our entry wasn't triggered. So risk. So I wanted to wait for candle to close and see how it's going to be. So you have to, even if you didn't learn anything today, one thing that you have to take note of is what? Anytime you are entering the market, make sure you are giving the market a breathing room. Give it like 2 pips, 1 or 2 pips, because of spread and what? Because of spread. So you give it a breathing room like 2 pips before it will get to your entry level. Other than that, you are going to be what? The market is going to fake you out and other stuff. So you have to make sure you are giving it a breathing room. So lucky we didn't get triggered in the market. I wanted to see how the H4 candle is going to close. Okay, so this what I was expecting, what the candle to flip bearish, but the whole of this morning it has ranged. So for now, I'm not going to search for. I'll wait for the news to be released, because when it happens like that, mostly you are going to experience slow movement in price. Okay, you're going to experience slow movement in price. You are going to see slow movement in price. So you need to wait. I would rather wait for the news to be released. So one thing about fundamentals is, no matter how accurate your technical is, sometimes the market will just stop you out for no reason. Okay, it will just stop you out for no reason, and it will move in your direction because of what? The buying and selling pressure in the market. The buying and selling pressure in the market. So I don't usually like this high impact news. I rather look for when there's yellow and the orange folders. That's when I prefer trading. So at this point, I'm not sure so let's wait for the news to be released. Okay, that's the best way to go by. Let's wait for the news to be released, and you take an action. So those in the private group, anything I'll update in case maybe there was an entry. I'll update you people. Okay, so take care of you. All right, so see you all in the chat. So Zoom, see you all in the chat room. Okay, so those on YouTube, so tomorrow by this time, same time tomorrow, we are going to meet. Okay, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. GMT. See you all again. Bye bye.